How much would your life-altering event on the off chance that you could make 100x profits from your speculation? I for one accept that Terra Classic can possibly give those 100x returns and completely change myself in numerous different lives until the end of time. At the point when we investigate Terra Classic at this moment, you can see we are seeing a small part of a penny and our market cap barely short of $850 million, and that implies that we have quite far, so we might run actually. For instance, when we investigate Terra Classic this moment, suppose we got our cost to go dependent upon 1 penny, will you contribute $1,000? You'd make $70,000 off that. Yet, one thing that individuals have an issue for when we begin looking at going past the 1 penny edge is what the market cap would need to do. What's more, I believe that is a fair concern on the grounds that in this model, on the off chance that we had 2 Classic go north of 1 penny, 2 or 100x of 1.4 pennies, we really want to have our market cap work out positively past $60 billion, which is a gigantic increment from where we are at this moment. Notwithstanding, there are a few models for a portion of this stuff has occurred. For instance, with Dogecoin, you can see Dogecoin right now about a $10 billion market cap, so certainly a huge increment from Channel Classic at the present time, generally 12x. Yet, when we take a gander at the historical backdrop of Doge, coin crested out near $90 billion market cap, she being correct now around $6.5 billion, multiple times the size of Channel Classic at this moment. However, again it crested out about $40 billion market cap. Also, I accept the Terra Classic people group as areas of strength for extremely, similar to the Doge people group in the Shiba unit local area. What's more, I accept that we can possibly make some crazy additions, very much like both of those monetary forms made previously. For instance, they can make Terra Classic 10x. We hit that 1.4 pennies edge. We would see to Classic at a market cap about $60 billion since we could torch generally 30% of our all-out supply, suppose, in 2 years or less. Perhaps it'll take somewhat longer, yet we could torch it without going too crazy on volume for, Classic. Since when we search for instance, volume would top out around $1 billion. That sounds like a great deal right now since we're seeing 2 Classic volume averaging in the $50 to $100 million territory. However, when we check out, for instance, Dogecoin around its pinnacle, those volume numbers that is during the tens of billions of dollars of volume. She's starting a comparable story. It was not exactly tens of billions, but rather it was north of billions of dollars of volume. Each and every day. Be that as it may, it's from digital forms of money, thus 2 work of art in the event that he can see touchy development. We can see our local area detonate into a great many individuals. We could see the volume number of $1 billion. Could appear to be a ton at the present time, yet our buyer market it isn't so outrageous. Starting brutality video. If it's not too much trouble, consider crushing like button down underneath and raise a ruckus around town button too so you don't miss another video very much like this. Thus we don't have to have the close to 100% mood killer Classic consumes so that us might see 100x potential, which is groundbreaking cash for me and a ton of others locally. Also, something else that we can do to really assist how quick we can make 2 Classic 100x would be expanding the stake proportion. At this moment generally 14% of elective Classic is marked, which is certainly a decent sum. We're barely short of 1 trillion complete 200 Classic state. Yet, as we increment this really diminishes the inventory. The way the circuit supply is really determined is that we take the all-out supply and we deduct out how much is in the profit clean marking rewards, how much is locally pool and how much is entirely marked. All-out supply is the one that really diminishes by consuming turn a work of art, and that would clearly likewise diminish the CI, yet we could have our all-out supply actually be at suppose 6 trillion, however our flowing stock could truly go down to 1 trillion, which would make it significantly more feasible for 2 class of market taxi to go up decisively. Thus it could take somewhat longer possibly for us to really torch a sensational measure of the all-out Burrow Classic stockpile. Guys, that is a big update. If you guys enjoy the content you want to stay up to date. Thanks for watching guys, see you in the next one.